Can an American president be held accountable to those he kills or injures in an effort to hold on to power? That question is far from hypothetical. As president, Donald Trump orchestrated the big lie that his electoral defeat was fraudulent, and then exploited the beliefs of many of his supporters in that lie to foment a deadly insurrection at the Capitol on January 6. It's increasingly possible that the district attorney of Fulton County, Georgia, will criminally prosecute Trump for strong-arming Georgia's Secretary of State to steal the election for him, and that the Department of Justice may pursue his potential violations of Civil War-era federal statutes criminalizing seditious conspiracies, insurrection and rebellion. But the politics of prosecuting a former president are enormously complex. Many will urge turning the page to avoid the appearance of a banana republic, where ousted leaders are routinely jailed by their successors. Even successful criminal prosecution, however, would fail to compensate the myriad victims of January 6. That's where civil lawsuits, and their promise of compensatory and punitive damages, come into focus. But as plaintiffs begin to line up, many worry that this promise may ring hollow in light of the considerable obstacles to litigation, particularly against former presidents. Those obstacles are real but not insurmountable. There are reasons to be optimistic that Mr. Trump and those with whom he conspired will be required to pay civil penalties in suits filed by members of Congress and their staffs, Capitol Police and their families, and others harmed in the attack on the Capitol. Representative Eric Swalwell's, Democrat California, recently filed suit, alleging carefully tailored and well-founded claims under national and District of Columbia law, provides a promising roadmap. Swalwell's complaint makes two sets of claims. First, that Trump and co-conspirators, including Representative Mo Brooks, Republican Alabama, and Attorney Rudy Giuliani, violated extant provisions of the 1871 Third Force Act, enacted to deter groups like the Ku Klux Klan from conspiring to prevent, by force, intimidation, or threat, the discharge of official duties, such as Congress's certification of a presidential election, and then, knowing of the conspiracy, neglecting, or refusing, to exercise their power to prevent or aid in preventing its harms. Second, that they violated provisions of D.C. law by inciting the riot, organizing it to target and injure political opponents, and setting into motion the entire chain of deadly events. Those claims should survive even the strongest available legal objections. The first objection is most familiar, having been employed to defend Trump in his second impeachment trial. Recognizing the manifest weakness of the procedural point that Trump could not be tried by the Senate because he had left office, senators claimed he should be acquitted because he was exercising the right to speak freely when he addressed supporters on January 6.